Yo, what's the deal, y'all? My name is Jarrell. Welcome to Baseline Banter, where I talk to y'all about my thoughts and feelings on the WNBA and try to put y'all on game. Now, I'm gonna just cut straight to the chase, y'all. W is back. WNBA is officially back after the Olympics. Team USA obviously got to go like they were going to do, and they just proved that Team USA women's basketball is the greatest dynasty in the history of sports. No debates. Nah, nothing. I will say though, this Olympics run proved that Gabby Williams deserves a spot in the WNBA. And I don't know why she don't have one. I think that Seattle was ridiculously stupid for not re-signing her, but I'm not an owner, so that's not up to me. But with that being said, with the season back in play, I want to give y'all my predictions on all of the individual awards that'll be given out at the end of the regular season. So the MVP, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Woman of the Year, and Most Improved. So let's start this out with the MVP. And not saying just MVP is M apostrophe VPA. As in, Asia Wilson is getting that MVP, man. I don't know how else to even explain it. I mean, have y'all watched her play? I mean, she had one of the best seasons ever last year. And she got snubbed for MVP. And everybody's like, oh, what's Asia going to do now? Like, how is she going to come back from this? Now, granted, she won the chip and the finals MVP. But then with this season, she said, hold my earrings and just watch me work. She statistically is having probably another one of the best seasons ever. She's averaging 27 and 12 on 52% shooting from the floor. She's still a defensive monster. That 27 points a game, if she continues that, is going to shatter Diana Taurasi's 8-year record of the highest scoring average in the history of the league. So I don't see how anybody else could be taking that MVP other than Asia Wilson. However, I will say Nafisa Collier she got a solid case too. She's averaging 20 and 10, almost similar shooting splits, and of course, the Lynx are a better team at the moment, but I'm still giving it to Asia regardless. Rookie of the Year though is a real toss up. I know I said I was gonna give it to Angel Reese, but I don't know, man. I mean, let's just pull up the stats right now, bro. Caitlin Clark right now, she is averaging 17 points on 32% from three. She's averaging 6 boards, 8 assists. Can't really get no better than that in terms of a rookie season. But of course, Angel Reese has been putting up a very solid double-double with 13 points and 12 rebounds. You can't get any better than that. However, like I said in my first episode, I think that race is going to come down to which team has a better record. And as it stands right now, even though they're one game apart, the Fever do have that edge. So I'm going to give it to them. However, again, like I said, it's a toss-up, and I really have no idea where it's going to go. Of course, Cameron Brink was originally my dark horse, but she's injured. I think Rickea Jackson is going to continue to improve, but the race is between Angel and Caitlin. There's nobody else that realistically has a shot. Now, Coach of the Year is obvious. It's clear as day that it's going to be Cheryl Reeve. Now, I will say this. After watching some more Lynx games this year, and especially that run during the Olympics, I will say that I realized that Cheryl Reeve is the WNBA's answer to Steve Kerr. However, you have to look at things how they are, man. I mean, last season the Lynx were sixth in the conference. No, sixth in the league actually. They were sixth in the league. They lost in the first round 2-1. Didn't really have that many expectations. They were ninth in the power rankings going into this season, and as it stands now, they're the third best team in the league. A record of 17 and 8. Like I've been saying, they are the most complete team in the league. Even with the Aces being my favorite team, you have to admit the Lynx are the most complete team in the league. I mean, offensively, they're outstanding. They have the best defense in the league, of course. And with that being said, let's talk about the Defensive Player of the Year. And I'm giving this one to Fee. Of course, Asia's been going crazy, defensively as well. But, when you have the best defender on the best player in the team, and not like a Rudy Gobert type situation, but like Fee is going stupid on the defensive side of the ball, man. She's averaging 2 steals, a block and a half. She's anchoring that team on defense, and it's been amazing to see, bro. Because Fee locks down, dog. She locks down. And another player that I think would actually have a case, but I know that's not going to win it, I'm going to talk about her for my most improved. But let's talk about the 6th Woman of the Year. And honestly, the 6th Woman of the Year and most improved are kind of a toss-up for me too, because I feel like one player is going to get one or the other. And that's Kennedy Carter. Here's why. Now, the 6th Woman of the Year, I don't know. I doubt it now because she's coming off the she's starting now. She was coming off the bench, but now she's starting. Now, granted, the first half of the season, she started half, she came out the bench for half. So we still got to see. However, I think that they're going to start her more in this second half of the season, so I think that she lost out on that one. So I'm going to give the nod to Tiffany Hayes. She retired, y'all. Don't forget, Tiffany Hayes actually retired. She was done, but the Aces brought her back, and it was like, here, you know what? Come play with us. And they needed somebody to play in the absence of Chelsea Gray. She stepped up. Of course, the Aces have the best backcourt in the league, but then you had a backup point guard who not only can facilitate well, but has that speed to run that high-paced and fast-paced offense that the Aces run. It's a recipe for success. So if Kennedy Carter is going to be a starter, ooh, that rhymed, but I'm going to give the nod to Tiffany Hayes. But if they still have Kennedy coming off the bench, I'm going to give it to Kennedy. But the other award that I had Kennedy getting was most improved. And here's why I say that. Now, if you look at the individual stats, you would see that technically speaking, Kennedy's best season was her rookie year in Atlanta. But the thing about it, and you're like, oh, well, she averaged more points when she was in Atlanta in her rookie season. Why would you give her most improved now? Because for one, now, think about it. That Atlanta team back then was garbage. It just absolutely sucked. And, the people that were saying that, the people that believe in the empty stats think that even though empty stats is not real, I feel like if you can hoop, you hoop. It don't matter what type of team you on. But she was putting up those quote-unquote empty stats that people were talking about. And then, she had all that drama with the Dream and with the Sparks. And she didn't even play last year. But now here it is. She's playing with the Sky. She's averaging 17 a game on 52% shooting, which for a guard in the WNBA is absolutely insane efficiency. She's the best player on the Sky. She's leading the Sky in scoring. She's doing all these things. She's also stepped up on defense. She's more aggressive. She's averaging about a steal a game. And she's doing everything that needs to be done, let alone the Sky playing winning basketball. The two teams she was on before that, they wasn't playing winning basketball. And I think that that's a huge, huge thing going into her favor for most improved. However, if I have to pick, I'm probably going to go with Dejanay Carrington. Now, this is Dejanay Carrington's first season as a full-time starter. And in this time, I didn't think she would look. I'm going to be honest, bro. Like, last year, Dejanay was cool, but I didn't think Dejanay was going to be playing like this. Like, right now, she's averaging 13 a game. She's proven herself to be one of the best defenders in the league, like I was saying in the DPOY argument. Granted, she's not going to win, but, dude, she is a lockdown defender. She is also averaging 5 rebounds, 2 assists, stealing a half her game. You can't get no better. I know I've said that a lot, but this season has changed so much because, say, this time last year, every award was pretty much like, oh, you winning this, you winning this, you winning this, you winning this. And it wasn't really much of a toss-up when it came to any of these awards. But this year, though, there's so many people that have a case for so many different awards. And it's been a blessing to really even just watch the game bloom like this. So I think that these awards this year are going to be a lot of toss-ups. There's maybe only 2 probably obvious ones, of course, between, MVP and Coach of the Year. However, I will say, in terms of Coach of the Year, I also say, what's the coach from Seattle, Noelle Quinn, I think is her name. I mean, Seattle's been playing well. They're playing up to expectations, and she's a big part of it. So I would give her a nod, and just to have a runner-up for the award. But yeah, outside of that, again, there's only really 2 certain winners. Everything else is pretty much a toss up. So the main focus is, the main goal is, just watch what happens, man. That's all I can really give y'all. Just watch what happens, because this second half of the season, we just came off the Olympics. Of course, a lot of people had that chip on their shoulder, that edge, and we're about to get back right into the playoffs in a couple of months. So this is about to be one of the most exciting second halves to a WNBA season that we've ever seen. And with that, that's going to reach the end of this episode. Appreciate y'all for listening. I hope y'all continue to not only tap in with me, but the WNBA. We got new stuff coming soon, new episodes coming soon, a new set coming soon. It's going to be crazy. So just make sure y'all continue tapping in with me, because I got a lot of great stuff coming for y'all. And I will catch y'all in the next episode.